We are live in the Canal Side Lounge with a big old group of people and Ed Sheeran. Give it up, you guys. Ed, do you know how many times we told people they could come down and watch you perform? 0. Not once did we say that.
No.
They found out on their own. Give these people a hand.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like some
Was I
Justin
meant
Bieber
to
stuff.
come? Was I meant to come and perform and not have an audience? Then?
Yeah, that's how we normally do it.
Good on you guys. I like that.
He's like, good job, guys.
You've really raised the bar.
I like that.
Did you come straight from the UK? You've been in the States a while.
No, I just came from Houston. I
Oh, that's
played,
yeah.
Kind of like the UK.
little closer than the UK.
but from before Houston, I was in Paris.
There's two kinds of artists working today that we're familiar with. There are pop artists and there are authentic artists. And so for you to be an authentic artist in pop music is really kind of refreshing. We like that, don't we? That
Thank you. Well, I kind of slipped into this. I wasn't intending on this at all. It was kind of when I started out, my main fan base was like 40-year-old dudes that read like the cool hip magazine.
right here, dude.
Yeah.
How's it going?
But like,
Big fan.
But I used to play gigs to kind of like all these. They just used to look at their shoes for the whole gig and not really enjoy it. And then I don't really know what happened. I think maybe because of my age, I kind of ended up getting played on a certain radio station, certain TV shows,
Amazing.
and I just started playing gigs to lots and lots of people of a similar age, and you just find that I just enjoyed it a bit more. People, they actually enjoyed it. They sung, they smiled, they were happy. And I mean, no offense to your age bracket.
No, none taken. None taken.
He's just happy you thought he was 40.
Yeah.
We're mostly playing golf anyway. At this point, we've traded in nightclubs for golf clubs anyway, so we're not going out that much. So yeah, you did this the old-fashioned way. You weren't like picked completely out of the blue off a YouTube video where you're singing in your garage like some artists have. You actually did it the old-fashioned way. You played hundreds of gigs, and then the word just got out on you.
But there
right?
wasn't any other way to do it because when I went to labels, they were like, you don't have the image so.
What is it, the X Factor is what
No,
they call
I think
it?
I think
Are you saying you couldn't be in one direction?
I don't know. I don't know if I'd fit in that kind of category.
You don't dance.
Wait,
you don't have to dance.
Quick trivia question. What song did he write for One Direction? Okay, they know everything. They know everything.
Oh, just try to trip him up.
You all win.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. So this was the only way for you to do it.
I just mean like, It's a very easy sell to a record label if you say, look, we've got this young, attractive guy who plays guitar and he sings love songs. It's not a very easy sell when you go, oh, we've got this chubby ginger dude that lives on sofas that sings a song about a prostitute. Do you want to sign him? Like, it's
Hey,
not.
dude, I'd buy it.
Like it's when I first went to labels, and rightly so, every single one of them was like, no.
Not rightly so, because one of them obviously made a very good decision.
Well, actually, they all turned me down.
Oh, they did.
And then I released a series of 5 EPs, and through that over a year, and through that stage, I was building up a fan base by touring with other acts. And by the last EP, it charted at #2 without a label or radio or anything. And then.
So then they were like, all right, sign him.
Yeah. So
sign the chubby ginger.
Yeah. Well, I'd lost a bit of weight by that point because
Okay.
I'd kind of yeah.
I mean, your musical influences are all over the place. You said you love Eminem and Damien Rice.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think they're ever going to tour together. No. I want to see you live because I get the feeling it'd be a similar experience. I've seen Damien Rice several times, and it looks like by the time he's done, he just melts into the stage. He's so exhausted. He's given everything he has emotionally and every other way.
I was just telling a story earlier because I'm the same. I do sweat a lot on stage, and I did a show in Canada, and it was a very, very small room. It was for a Perez Hilton after party. So I played a set, I kind of stormed it, sweated a lot, got off stage, bumped into Katy Perry, and I was like, all right, Katy Perry,
up,
how are
girl?
you? Yeah, and she was like, so I came to your show, I love your album, and I was gonna, and I was gonna give you a hug, but ew. And then and that was my chance ruined because I sweated so much. So me and Damien Rice have that
It
problem.
could have happened. It could have been you.
Could have
I could
been.
see her dumping John Mayer in a second.
Yeah.
They
You
have
never know.
procedures you can get done for that sweating. Jenna just had it.
Botox in the
She
underarms.
used to spit a lot, you know.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Really?
Al. Thanks for sharing
It
that with
happens, man.
everyone and this hot new musician we have in
It
here.
happens. The worst one is my manager doesn't get sweat marks there. He gets sweat marks there. because
Oh,
he
on
has
the boob?
he has moobs,
Yeah.
and it
man.
sweats.
That's
It's like
embarrassing.
it's like a proper glandular problem. It's
Hard to
bad.
get chicks like
Yeah.
that.
You try to write songs that haven't been written, and that's really hard because everything's been done before. So you tend to go like your song Bump and others that are small bumps. It's like they're different. They're songs we haven't heard before. And we try not to ask the same questions that everybody asks all the time, but there is one that's unavoidable. You know, the song has been played in the States, the A-Team, and a lot of people don't know the story behind it. How in the world were you playing a gig at a homeless shelter to begin with?
So I used to play around a lot around London, and on I think it was the 21st of December, I think. I did a gig at Proud Galleries, which is in Camden, and my friend Cave, who was also doing a gig there, was like, "Oh, what are you doing tomorrow?" Because he knows that I kind of will do anything, like any show anywhere. And he said, "Oh, well, I'm working for this charity called Crisis. Do you want to come down and play?" And I was like, "Oh, fair enough." So I got on the train the next day. I got down.
You knew you wouldn't get paid, right?
Of course, like I never got paid.
Okay.
I was reading my my diary the other day from 2009 to 2010, and in it there's a bit where it's like I got paid £200 for a private party. Oh my god! And then like because that was me done for like 3
That was your
months.
annual income.
Yeah. And then like a day later, I lost my wallet with everything.
Oh,
in it. It was so deep. But anyway,
Love the starving musician. It's awesome.
So I sat down with pretty much the only female in the shelter, and it was this woman called Angel, and she was just like, "Can you just play Guns N' Roses songs to me?" So I spent about kind of half an hour playing all the Guns N' Roses songs I knew. Then I was taken downstairs, and they said, "Can you just play a show now, play for however long you want?" So I played for about probably 2 hours, just like constant cover after cover after cover. Wow. And Angel was at the front dancing for the whole thing, and had a talk with her afterwards. And then when I was packing up my equipment and I was speaking to Cave, my mate who'd been working there for the whole week at Christmas, he was like explaining to me what kind of people are in the shelter and where someone like Angel had come from and where she was going back to and how she made her money and how she spent her money. And I was 18 at the time. I'd lived in London for 2 years on my own, but I'd never seen this kind of dark underbelly, and it was a bit kind of disturbing. So
and you were homeless yourself during that period.
Well, yeah, but I'd never
on friends' couches. And
but
stuff.
but I'd never been like she had a really tough time, and so I wrote the song about her. The song is actually a lot like. I was so surprised when US Radio started to play it because I was like, does people not?
And we don't listen to the words.
Yeah. It's got a happy feel, but the message is really heavy.
Yeah.
So that's what's
you
so
play it
interesting
for us?
about it.
Yeah, of course.
You guys. Yeah. Kid Kraddick in the morning.
White lips, pale face, breathing in snowflakes, burnt lungs, sour taste. Lights gone, days end, struggling to pay rent, long nights, strange men. And they say she's in the class 18, stuck in her daydream. Been this way since 18, but lately her face seems slowly sinking, wasting, crumbling like pastries. And they scream the worst things in life come free to us, 'cause she's just under the upper hand and goes mad for a couple grams. And she don't wanna go outside tonight, 'cause in the pipe she'll fly to the motherland and sell love to another man. It's too cold outside for angels to fly, for angels to fly now. Ribs, gloves, raincoat, tried to swim and stay afloat, dry house, wet clothes, loose change, banknotes, weary-eyed and dry throat, cool girl, no phone. And they say she's in the class 18, stuck in her daydream. Been this way since 18, but lately her face seems slowly sinking, wasting, crumbling like pastries. They scream the worst things in life come free to us, 'cause she's just under the upper hand and goes mad for a couple grams. And she don't wanna go outside tonight, 'cause in the pipe she'll fly to the motherland and sell love to another man. It's too cold outside for angels to fly. Now an angel died, covered in white, with closed eyes and hoping for a better life. And this time now we'll fade out tonight, straight down the line. Just straight down the line. 'Cause we're all under the upper hand and go mad for a couple grams. And we don't wanna go outside tonight, 'cause in the pipe we'll fly to the motherland and sell love to another man. It's too cold outside for angels to fly, for angels to fly, 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 for angels to fly, to fly, to fly, or angel to die. Thank you very much.
So good. Every pair of lips out here is moving. We used to think if we don't know it because we don't play it, then no one else will know it. But the world has changed so much. You don't need us anymore. You don't need radio anymore.
Do you know what? This is the thing, because when I first started out and I was getting, I'd sell out a lot of shows and I'd have a lot of YouTube hits and I'd sell a lot of CDs. And I was like, oh, well, radio, blah, 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 blah. And as soon as I started getting radio play, I just saw this complete change in fan base just growing by, it was like 100%, like CDs going up 100%. Like
yeah, that's a good thing. We still matter.
Yeah.
Yay, we still matter.
Yay, radio.
So you're saying you know everything to Kid Kraddick in the morning.
I'd actually say,
paraphrasing.
I'd actually say the only thing that sells records nowadays is radio play.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah. Like honestly, seriously, like MTV doesn't play music videos anymore,
right.
So it's definitely not down to TV. And like the only way to break the States is through radio play. I mean,
wow.
I came over here first and I could sell out kind of like 200 capacity venues, but since radio's taken me on board, I'm now, I think tonight's about I'd like to say 4,000.
Yeah.
I think it's quite a big space, but that's through radio play.
I can't
You're
wait.
welcome.
I can't wait for you to share that opinion with Justin Bieber. Anyway, so
Yikes.
what?
Nothing.
What?
Yeah, but none of you lot played him anyway. Like,
What?
yeah, like back in when I don't really know his story
Yeah.
very well, and I don't really know him very well. But like from what I can gather, is US radio don't really play him at all.
Well,
Not
they
very
started
much.
to. They started to.
No,
Well,
no,
a
that's
little bit
not
more
right.
now, but like same with One Direction, same with the Jonas Brothers, same with what are they called? The other ones, the Wanted. There's not a lot of boy band songs being played on the radio, but they're bigger than radio. They do
Do you
it
know
without
why?
us.
Do you know why?
Radio.
Because no one's writing NSYNC songs anymore.
Yeah.
NSYNC was like they were the bomb.
I'm more of a
They were
Backstreet.
Did
like-
you remember
No,
us?
I'm
The
more of a
Dancers?
Backstreet Boy.
No,
Ma-
I can't.
Yeah,
I
Max
can't.
Martin is still writing.
Max
songs.
Martin,
Yeah.
no, but I mean, like songs like "Hit Me, Baby, One More Time" and "Dirty
Yeah.
Pop" and all of that. Like,
Right.
seriously, like we're living in an age where like kind of Euro dance music
Yeah.
is the hit. But back in the 90s, it was like hip hop, and it was.
Do you know how big it would be for us if you would just play 30 seconds of your favorite NSYNC song as a cover?
Do you cover and sing?
I could play 30 seconds of my favorite Max Martin song as a cover.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, baby, baby, how was I supposed to know that something wasn't right, yeah? Oh, baby, baby, I shouldn't have let you go. 'Cause now you're right on site, yeah. Show me how you want it to be. Tell me, baby, 'cause I need to know now, because my loneliness is killing me. And I must confess, I still believe, when you're not with me, I lose my mind. Give me a sign, hit me, baby, one more time.
Yeah.
I knew he was a Britney fan. I knew it.
Drink your water. You have your eyes closed, so what you can't see happening in the audience is this. That's you.
Do you know?
That's you.
And you, and you,
Yeah,
and you.
yeah.
Do you know why? Do you know why I started closing my eyes though? Because I like whenever I do shows, fans sing lyrics back to me.
Yeah.
And like sometimes when I sing in
Screws
fast
you up.
lyrics, a fan will just be going. and I'll forget the words because I'll be
That's
mouthing
funny.
what they're doing. So I just have to
great.
concentrate because I forget my words quite a lot.
Hi. How was it to work with Taylor Swift? Did you love it?
It was wicked. Like, yeah, it was. Do you know what? Do you know what strikes me?
Shouldn't they be together? I think they should be together. I'm sorry. I see all these boy toys she's running off with.
I asked that question for a kid because he wanted to know. I heard it on the radio.
I did want to know. Yeah.
Well, that truly is probably your first like little taste of what it's like to be caught up in a tabloid rumor, because that was
Oh,
the
dude,
big rumor for a
she
minute.
has like 5 cars following her everywhere, like everywhere.
Yeah.
Did she get a boob job?
Oh,
No.
Ow.
What? What?
You just wasted one of his 4-5
What?
questions.
But there
That
was
was my question, dog.
Do you know what? I'd say no, because I think if you were going to get a boob job, you'd get it so it was
Go
noticeable.
for it,
And
right?
I don't
Yeah.
think it's
Porn
noticeable.
star.
they're
Yeah.
pretty
Not
good.
that I spend a lot of time looking at them,
But there
you
was
know.
that rumor that you got that tattoo for.
Because
Did
you
you
were
read
in
about
love
the
with
red?
her.
Yes. What
No.
was that tattoo
No,
for?
if
That is because of her, isn't it?
yeah, but if you look at my arm, there's just some look. There's a ketchup bottle there. There's
That's cool.
just some random.
So she's
stuff.
at least as important to you as ketchup.
I basically get a tattoo for every major thing. Well, thing
Explain ketchup.
So like I got this for my first tour that I did in Canada. This
Uh-huh.
was San Francisco when the A-Team was first played on radio. There's
like a
all this
map.
sort of stuff.
Dang.
And I had a cut on Taylor's album, which was obviously sold
Yeah.
a massive amount. And I'm going on tour with her for 6 months, so that's going to be a massive part of my life. So I got the album
That's cool.
tattooed on, and
Wait,
it wasn't.
Why ketchup?
Huh?
What's
I love ketchup.
Don't go too deep in it. He just loves ketchup.
Mayonnaise thing on everything? Is that what it is?
I honestly can't eat like French fries without like if I
No.
get French fries, I just won't eat them if there isn't ketchup there. I'll just
I'm
be
the
like,
same way.
this is
Why would you bother?
why would
I agree.
you bother?
I totally
Exactly.
agree.
Okay. You played MSG twice last month.
Mm.
You are nominated for a Grammy. Sold out tour, U.S. tour,
reporter.
touring with Taylor this summer. Is there anything else that you want to achieve that you haven't yet?
Like the next thing.
I definitely want to win the Grammy. That's
Good for
that
you
would
for
be-
saying that. Why
that
not?
would be a box ticked.
Who are you up against?
Fun, Carly Rae Jepsen, Kelly Clarkson, and Miguel.
Oh my gosh.
But the Miguel one scares me because I think that will be the curveball.
I think Fun's going to be your trouble. I think Fun is.
But they're nominated for Record of the Year
They
as well.
are. They are.
So I
Yeah.
think if the Grammys were looking at it and they were like, oh, let's give Fun Record of the Year. But I think Miguel will be the one that will be the curveball
Uh-huh.
that no one will expect. Yeah.
You're going to be there?
Yeah.
You wouldn't miss that.
I only got one ticket though. I was
No
like,
way.
I wanted to take my whole
They
family.
wouldn't let
in
you
it.
bring anybody.
Well, I think because there's so many awards, and obviously I'm just one person in a whole string of it. So I'm going to be there on my own.
Well, as the worst dressed person in the world.
Oh
have
no,
you put any thought into what you're
I'm
gonna wear?
going to be wearing a very posh suit to that event.
Okay, good.
And if I run into GQ, I'm just going to just.
Have you thought about what you'll wear and where you'll rent it?
Huh?
Nothing. It's just
No,
okay.
it's been
made for you.
Yeah, proper tailor. Like,
Awesome.
yeah. I mean, when I want to be smart, I can be
Yeah.
smart. I just
Yeah.
really don't care.
Right.
To be honest, I got voted worst dressed of 2012 in
But they
GQ.
don't
How do you feel
I
about
saw
that?
that.
I actually
think
said
it's
that
amazing.
you were called the worst. You were actually called the worst dressed human.
I was.
I mean-
You know what? When
and
I saw
judging
it,
from what I see here, they're so dang wrong.
when I saw it, there are a few things that went through my head. So the first thing was I found out in my house with 20 of my friends who all dressed the same as me, and I was like, "Oh, guys, I've been voted worst dressed," and they all kind of looked at themselves and they were like, "Oh."
You're like, we're voting.
Secondly, you know, I was relatively happy that they noticed that I didn't really care. But thirdly, I was number 1, and number 3 was a cross-dressing cage fighter, and so I dressed worse than him. Like, that's messed up, man.
Are you saying, Robert, that we
No.
need to give him play something else?
Yeah,
Okay.
he's got to get the
Okay.
the radio.
He has to
play.
play another
Mate,
song.
of course.
What's the song about?
Well, this song is about actually very randomly the story of it. I was with a girl for 4 years who all of the albums were, and apart from obviously like the A-Team and stuff, that would be a bit
Now,
odd.
if we looked her up, we could find her. You didn't make her up. I mean, she really exists.
No, I saw
Okay.
her. I saw her at Christmas, and she was just like, "You need to just tell your fans to stop messaging me on Facebook," because they all just find her and just message her.
How
And-
funny.
They're
Yeah.
nice, aren't they? Or
Yeah,
I mean,
they're just
Okay.
like, "Oh, it's so nice. You got the album written about." You know, it's just a bit. But
Oh.
I think she's a bit freaked out.
So
though.
this is about
That's-
her.
Yeah, and she gave me a little Lego model when I was about 18, and I put it together. And then when we broke up and I was kind of clearing my stuff, it fell on the floor and smashed apart. And I was like, well, that's kind of like a relationship, because I spent quite a while putting that together, and then it broke apart in an instant. And the relationship, you spend a long time putting it together, and then it breaks apart, and then you have to piece it back together again. So that's where the initial kind of
You have a muse or something. I mean, who could make that happen? That's a song writing itself. when the Lego house you put together that she bought you crashes on the floor as you're breaking up. That doesn't happen in real life. That's amazing.
It does when you move about a lot. Like
Oh, it does. Okay. Yeah.
yeah, but it's the next single. So please just bother all the radio stations by calling them up and telling them to play it.
Or don't.
Yeah, you don't need to tweet us a lot
Tweet
about
Kid
that.
Kraddick
We're
all
good.
day long.
We already love him. We're going to play it no matter what, so you don't have to bother us. Right. Not that it's a bother.
Yeah. Never hurts though.
Thank you for following.
Yes, it does.
Anyway, cool.
It hurts.
Maybe this will make the pain better, baby.
Baby.
Cool.
Yeah, baby.
All right,
Yeah,
then.
baby.
Sweet.
You want to go shag later?
Huh?
What?
Whoa. JC, you just took it to another place.
Who
dude.
was he looking at when he said that?
Yeah, he's looking at
I went
Ed.
into Austin Powers accent.
Really?
Yeah, baby, yeah.
It's really not mine.
Here we go. He's going to sing.
Ed Sheeran with Kid Kraddick in the morning. Give it up.
I'm gonna pick up the pieces and build a Lego house. And if things go wrong, we can knock it down. My 3 words have 2 meanings, but there's one thing on my mind. It's all for you. And it's dark in a cold December, but I got you to keep me warm. If you're broken, I will mend you, and I keep you sheltered from the storm that's raging on now. I'm out of touch, I'm out of love. I'll pick you up when you're getting down. And out of all these things I've done, I think I love you better now. I'm out of sight, I'm out of mind. I'll do it all for you in time. And out of all these things I've done, I think I love you better now. Now I'm gonna paint you by numbers and color you in. And if things go right, we could frame it and put you on a wall now. And it's so hard to say it, but I've been here before. Now I'll surrender up my heart and swap it for yours. Now I'm out of touch, I'm out of love. I'll pick you up when you're getting down. And out of all these things I've done, I think I love you better now. I'm out of sight, I'm out of mind. I'll do it all for you in time. And out of all these things I've done, I think I love you better now. Don't hold me down now. I think the braces are breaking, and it's more than I can take. Oh, and it's dark in a cold December, but I got you to keep me warm. If you're broken, I will mend you, and I keep you sheltered from the storm that's raging on now. Now, I'm out of touch, I'm out of love. I'll pick you up when you're getting down. And out of all these things I've done, I think I love you better now. I'm out of sight, I'm out of mind. I'll do it all for you in time. And out of all these things I've done, I think I love you better now. I'm out of touch, I'm out of love. I'll pick you up when you're getting down. Out of all these things I've done, I will love you better now.
That is such a good song. This has been one of the best Canal Side Lounge sessions we've ever had.
Yeah.
I mean,
This has
You're
been
so
one
warm.
of the most fun interviews I've had in a while. I feel
real?
like, well, I don't feel like I'm being interviewed. I feel like we're just having a conversation.
Well,
which
this was just a warm up. We're going to go on the air in about 3 minutes.
Yeah.
All right?
This is the pre-interview.
let's go ahead and start taping.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Rotate, roll camera.
No, but thank you. Honestly, it's
No.
been like getting up early for promo is always like, ooh, but then like
Yeah.
being able to. This just completely puts me in a good mood for the whole
That's
day.
awesome.
So
It
thank
feels
you.
like we were part of something really special,
Yeah.
doesn't it? It really does.
For sure.
Yeah.
Well, we featured you over a year ago on a feature we do called Music That Makes You Cooler. And we're so happy to see that it's come to this because
Thank
you
you.
deserve it. You
Because
really
it's
do.
soon going to make people uncool. Like, yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
As soon as your mum start buying the CD, that's when it starts
It's
going
over.
downhill.
Yeah. Don't let mom listen.
In England, my whole fan base all bought the CD, and then their mum bought it, and then everyone was like, oh. But yeah.
Listen, we look forward to seeing you again. Thanks so much for taking the time.
Thanks for having me. Thank you.
How about it for Ed Sheeran, you guys?
Yeah.
Kid Kraddick in the morning. Be right back.
Kid Kraddick in the morning.